Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. No other club feels like Boca, no ground like the Bombonera. Feel it, see it, hear it. This is what the game means to this legion of followers. And as you can see, we've already started here. And here's Batistuta. He can get that clear. Barcelona have reclaimed it. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in...
And the finish! He's scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And here's Batistuta. Conte, Tchouaméni, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking for the run. Oh, just skips past it. He's got the shot away! Sticks it away! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
That's just brilliant counter-attacking football, and as soon as possession was theirs, it triggered a move of devastating speed that was just too hot to handle.
And yes, it's him again. So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
He's in, surely! Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And here's Batistuta. There's the delivery. He's got two! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Batistuta is offering a wry smile there. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. And it's been taken short. Roberto Carlos, look at the space, to Nielsen! And now a sudden chance to counter. Beraldo. And it's Batistuta. Passing is crisp and sharp. Ronaldinho. And it's Hullet. Bellingham. Beraldo. Tchouaméni. And it's Ronaldinho. Shevchenko. Shevchenko stood his ground strongly. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. There's the hit! Oh, the ball's run. That's another chance! He's got away with one there.
Really was just waiting to pounce on any slip-up, and he was gifted a chance.
Barcelona making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around. Messi. Now that's well seen too. Batistuta. Costa Curta. For Conte. And here's Batistuta. And Batistuta! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. Roberto Carlos goes short. Costa Curta. Real chance! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Barcelona really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
So, third corner of the game. Roberto Carlos with the short one. Boca Juniors have the chance to go the other way. And here's Yamal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He is Conte! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. And Batistuta! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Batistuta really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Roberto Carlos plays it short. He's got a side of goal! Just too high.
Barcelona are stuck in a rut, and impatient putts at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure and something more constructive.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ronaldinho. That's Ronaldinho. He has found the way through. Yamal. That is a great pick out.
This is the time you need that pace.
There's the whistle for half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Barcelona were desperate for the half-time whistle. A regroup and a rethink is imperative to rescue this.
Señoras y señores, en la pantalla se presentará la información de tránsito más actualizada.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they
Looks for the finish!
That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his...
Can he finish? Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And the lead is extended still further. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner.
Oh, terrible pass. Right, Shevchenko. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Pull it.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Cleared without hesitation.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And that has been cleared. Ronaldinho. And it's Maldini. And here's Ronaldinho.
Oh, really well played.
It's a mighty effort! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Oh, strongly challenged there. And he's picked out the run. Messi has it in a wide position. Shot a goal! A whisker away from making it 4.
Messi knew immediately he didn't catch that to his liking, and his face was a picture of dissatisfaction.
Played back in.
And now they can spring out of defence. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Thuram, Vieira, Barcelona are of course in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Conte, and it's Batistuta. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Roberto Carlos. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Rudiger.
Batistuta really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was...
Terrific header! Just needed better contact.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Barcelona are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Batistuta. Neymar. Foot in. Serginho. Serginho is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Denilson, Serginho, that's a sharp pass, and it's Yaya Toure. Nice sequence of passes this. Neymar, oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. And the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Beraldo did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, smashing header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Pressing high and with purpose. Oh, and he's through the middle. Oh, super ball. Mbappe, there's the shot! Great football, shot and save.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
So their 4th corner of the game. Barcelona are looking to go forward now.
Barcelona are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence, or attack, for that matter.
Diogo Costa deals with it effortlessly. No, again there's no way through. That's really well manoeuvred. Neymar. Boca Juniors have it back and can go again. And the shot! They've scored! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Boca Juniors are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Now the finish! And that's past the post.
Se van a jugar 6 minutos de compensación.
Now it's Mbappe. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Rudiger looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Conte. Rudiger promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Salah.
That was lovely, that.
He's found a way through. Mohamed Salah carries the ball down the right. Yaya Toure. Vieira. That's that, the end. Barcelona suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. No other club feels like Boca, no ground like the Bombonera. Feel it, see it, hear it. This is what the game means to this legion of followers. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And it's Batistuta. Good spot, he's seen the run. Van der Vaart. Nicked it back promptly. Yamal reaching 3 figures in terms of his appearances for the club.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter, so I'm not sure he sees any real significance in it, but to me, it's a foundation that can only stand him in good stead for the remainder of his career.
Messi looks to get on the end of this. Pedri. Now it's Mbappe. Well, that is one way to stop him. Batistuta. No, that's been intercepted. Aim forwards. That looks a cracking ball. Goes down, but nothing given.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's found a way through. Oh, that's a fine interception. That's a sharp pass. And they can counter here. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. A few interesting forays forward, but so far they haven't amounted to much. And the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Cristiano Ronaldo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Boca Juniors with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Can he finish? And again! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's trying his best to keep it in play here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Some really good ball movement. Mbappe! Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Costa Curta. Barcelona, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but... And Batistuta! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Batistuta clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's been taken short. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And now they can spring out of defence. That pass has been well intercepted. Roberto Carlos. And it's Batistuta. Conte! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Barcelona really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
Messi. Beraldo. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Mbappe, and it's Cancelo. Mbappe, he has found the way through. Oh, shooting chance! Just not quite happening for him just now. It's their second corner of the game. Interesting ball. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Pedri, great defending, strong and determined. In with the challenge, Royce. Conte. Van der Vaart. Serginho. Van der Vaart. And here's Batistuta. Genuine physical edge about this game, it is quite attritional. Oh, nicely intercepted. Van der Vaart. Quality ball. Van der Vaart.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nicely aimed pass. And it's Cancelo. Oh, that's a key interception. Half-time getting close now. And he's lost his man here. Great hit! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Tchouaméni. Ball played for Conte. And that's gone loose. Van der Vaart. And he's cut it out. Mbappé.
Se agregará un minuto al
Pedri.
tiempo reglamentario.
It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's picked his way through. And it's half-time here. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. So we reach the halfway point.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Barcelona head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. And he's intervened well there. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Beraldo cuts out the pass. Tchouaméni. Roberto Carlos. Mbappé. Costa Curta.
Barcelona couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Van der Vaart. Van der Vaart! And the keeper's relieved to see that disappear wide.
Van der Vaart probably tried a bit too hard then. He should have relied on technique as opposed to power.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now the finish! It's there!
And now it's all about how they handle this from here. Edging ahead again in this second half is best followed up with a bold mindset, a bold approach. The skipper set the example. It's up to his teammates now to follow.
He has given that the lot. Bang!
Oh, the contact was fantastic. Right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
Barcelona choosing to make the first change.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worked a treat.
Over to the left. Danielson. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Batistuta is fouled.
Cambio en Boca Juniors. Número 11. Entrará al campo número 16.
Missed by a fraction. Get a throw in. Beckenbauer calmly anticipates. Barcelona have a free kick.
La cantidad de
Just about up to the hour now.
fue de 44.785.
Adams makes the interception. Pedri conjures time and space where few can. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Barcelona are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Serginho. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. Roberto Carlos. Adams is there and he can get that clear. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there and evident annoyance.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Threads one in. Beckenbauer kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Batistuta. Batistuta! And Batistuta!
Se va a realizar un cambio.
Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah! And that is wildly off target.
Well, I think a little eagerness just got the better of him. He may have been thinking about back-page headlines there.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And here's Batistuta. Now it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. There's the shot! Goal! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Gol de Boca Juniors, convertido en el minuto 76. Número 9. Se está realizando un cambio.
A couple of changes then in quick succession. Kvaratskhelia coming on here as broadly expected.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
Boca Juniors are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Conte. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Bernardo Silva. Well, the ball's gone astray. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gets his pass away. Can he spark a counter here?
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Could move up a gear here. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. The final 5 minutes. Oh, easy pickings there. That's headed upfield. Beckenbauer spots it and intercepts. Beckenbauer gets a foot in here. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's in. Can he put it away? It's loose and there's in he goes again. He scores! Late drama, late goal. This will be one frantic ending.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Cambio en Boca Juniors. Número 13.
Boca Juniors have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. Barcelona give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Goalkeeper's ball. Oh, no joy this time. White with the clearance. Chouameni. And it's Conte. Barcelona have reclaimed it. And that will be it. Well, that was intense. An enjoyable contest that either could easily have won. Ultimately. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And that's another throw. Mbappe. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Soboslai. Mbappe! Oh, split-second reaction.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Brazil with the corner, they're first. They've played it short. And that's been shot at goal! Same again, same outcome.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, in this guy, Alphonso Davies, it's going to be interesting to see how opponents try to navigate their way around him. Someone so good in defensive transitions with amazing powers of recovery thanks to his blistering pace.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Serginho. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so we're seeing some conservatism here.
Davids did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Not the most accurate pass. Kimmich. Davids. Oh, and he's through the middle. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Now it's Mbappe. Davids.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And here's Rafinha.
Rafinha really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. Serginho, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And it's Conte. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. That is Batistuta! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Kante is there, and he can pick it up. Costa Curta. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Good running, strong and purposeful. Brazil look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter.
Can he finish? Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. And the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Rafinha. Cafu. Rafinha! Oh, that is outstanding! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. The breakthrough strike. What do you think now about that goal?
Oh, I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Serginho, he has found the way through.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Knocks it out wide. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Oh, that is rather wayward.
Brazil certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
Oh, nice touch, that's beautiful. He's found the way through. Rafinha. Cafu. Some good work on the right flank here. Great chance! Yamal.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Denilson. Batistuta. Denilson. Chouameni. That has not gone well. Now it's Kimmich. Great ball if he can get there. Real chance! And it's in! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 10.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
So off we go once more.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Van der Vaart. Chouameni. He's having a go! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, that was vital. Davids. Costa Curta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Batis. Hits one! Decent enough try.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Driving on and making good progress. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Rafinha.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Yamal. And it's Conte. That's an excellent interception. Szoboszlai. It's Davis, and it's gone back to the keeper.
La asistencia a este partido
So we've reached the hour mark.
96.847 espectadores.
Costa Curta. Conte. And again they run up against stubborn defending. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Conte. Van der Vaart. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. He's chosen to go back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Szoboszlai. Out of play for a throw.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 19 será reemplazado por el dorsal 11.
Mbappe. Barcelona are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Conte. Kimmich has created one goal already. Out to the left it goes. Looking for options for movement. Showing good feet. He rises! And more and more and more. And the lead is extended still further. Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
A case now of complete control. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
Kimmich. In with a header! Oh, taken with style! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. What a great header, got plenty on that.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
It's become a case of men against boys.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Van der Vaart having a look.
Well, distance doesn't dissuade him. He has the requisite power.
And that is quite wonderful! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Schneider.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Kimmich. Davis. It's a good run down the left-hand side. It's gone out for a throw-in. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Beckenbauer spots it and intercepts.
Habrá
4 extra minutes added on. No, that's been intercepted. Beckham. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Decent progress down the left. That's gone for a throw-in. And it's Davis. And he's managed to gift it back. Bellingham. Played into space out wide. And the finish! They've scored! Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward. And time is up. Barcelona suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Driven forward, challenged just a bit on the firm side. Torres gets his pass away. Oh, he'll be annoyed with himself for not getting there. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Has a goal! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. He's in plenty of space here. He's picked his way through, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Beckenbauer gets good distance on it. Christian Abbiati in goal today. Just another example of a great Italian stopper. My goodness me, they've produced a few.
They have, and like some of the current crop, he's someone who's starred at the top level since his teens, Peter. Also proved himself to be a symbol of longevity and consistency.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Torres. Oh, and he's through the middle. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And we have our very first corner. Alex Telles with the short one. No foul, says the referee. Up he goes! Goal! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Alex Telles.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And here's Batistuta. Serginho. Now he's off and running. That is good alertness. Now it's Batistuta. Serginho. Climbs up big! Alex Telles gets rid without sophistication. Now it's Mbappe. Played into space out wide. Mbappe! Now the finish! Sticks it away! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really...
Goes in for the header! It's in! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Well, it's Batistuta. Spread it left. Serginho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ruben Neves. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Oh, what has happened here? Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Beckenbauer can get it clear. Oh, that's a key interception. Torres. The fullback is in acres of space here. And he has been fouled there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. And he's quick to get it clear again. Romeu. And it's Alex Telles. Alex Telles is in a really good position out wide. Alex Telles, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Serginho. Roberto Carlos. And here's Batistuta. That is Conte. Gives it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
He's got full. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing, and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
And the game has already resumed here.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Torres. Koundé. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Alex Telles has it in a wide position. Oh, that's an own goal!
Oh, it's unfortunate. Took a touch off the defender, and that can happen.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
La asistencia a este partido
Costa Corta.
asciende a 96.628 espectadores.
And here's Batistuta. Vitz.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And they're back on the ball again. Van der Vaart. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he was quick to react. Conte. Oh, he's found support out wide. Beckenbauer makes the interception. Costa Corta. Chouameni. And it's Batistuta. And he's intervened well there. Chouameni. Roberto Carlos. And he's played it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Passes short and sharp. Spread neatly.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 19.
Beckenbauer. Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Conte. Ruben Dias gets across to intercept that. Vitz. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Costa Corta. Vitz. Serginho. That is a great pick out. And it's Roberto Carlos. Wirtz. Now it's Wirtz. Oh, that's fabulous. Looking for the run. Torres. Oh, what a climb! And more, and more, and more.
Gol. Marcó
And
en el
surely
minuto
that
82,
settles it.
el dorsal 15.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal
It's starting to look
18,
like a done deal
el
now.
dorsal 23, Beckham.
Torres. Alex Telles. And that is expertly dealt with. Conte. That's been cut out, well played. Torres. Now who's going to be first to this? Wirtz. Alex Telles. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, such a clever touch.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Punched away. Torres. He is through here. It's a mighty effort. He's got a goal. Over the hills and far away. No catching them now. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a... And we're done. Barcelona have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Barcelona desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. And as you can see, we've already started here. Oh, good ball, Messi! It's a loose ball.
Well, Peter, we're about to watch a terrific defender in Carlos Puyol. He'll lead by example and continually organise. His appetite and attitude to the game is absolutely fabulous. There's an awful lot to enjoy about it.
And the shot! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Rijkaard. Now that's well seen too. And that is a little undercooked. Messi, passing is crisp and sharp. Conte. Tchouaméni. Goes looking wide. Roberto Carlos. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. He's going for goal! Oh, just fizzes past the post.
Oh, how close was that to going in? It only required the smallest of tweaks.
Messi. And it's Rijkaard. Mbappe. That's a nicely measured pass. Has a go! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
And now he has two. Chelsea are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Rijkaard. Messi goes forward. Van der Vaart. Tchouaméni. A real chance if he can get through. Gullit showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And that's been won straight back. Now the finish! They are rampant! And they're at it again in double quick time. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 1.
Barcelona choosing to make the first change. 3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Barcelona already looking up at the vast mountain they've been left to climb. And Gullit! Oh, that's a waste.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Van der Vaart. Barcelona can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I just think, though, that was selfish and a little uncalled for him. He must have been aware that he had options to his left.
And it's Gullit. Van der Vaart. Serginho. Oh, it's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. Conte! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life. The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around it. Can he put it away? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Played out to the left flank. Climbs up big! Oh, he got himself into a great position. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? And it's Gullit. Well, that's cause for mild irritation. Van der Vaart. Conte. No way through there. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Costa Curta. And here's Yamal. Traumeri. Bellingham, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Now it's Gullit. He's got the shot away! Van der Vaart. Roberto Carlos.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Yamal. Conte. Now it's Batistuta. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's half-time here. So no shortage of thrills, no shortage of fireworks, but all very one-sided. We appear perhaps headed for a cricket score at this rate, unless there is a significant change in fortune. It is 3-0 at half-time. That gets things going for the second half.
Barcelona now need to set about their task very professionally. If they do, then the chances will come, and from there, the focus...
Can he finish? It's in! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
It's become a case of men against boys. He's gone for goal! Rijkaard.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That's a sharp pass. Oh, it's come loose. And he's only too happy to take that back. Traumeri. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Messi. And he welcomes it in. Now it's Bellingham. He's had a hit! Conte.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front.
Belts one! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
In with a header! No joy, but a decent try.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Now that looks a decent ball. Offside again. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here.
Has a shot! Oh, impressive strike.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
He can run onto that. Nice ball, and he's in. Big chance! Sticks it away! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Batistuta demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
He's still trying to make a game of this. Barcelona will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Good ball over the top. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Conte. And it's Roberto Carlos. Serginho. No way through. Van der Vaart. Looking for the run. And it's Messi. Roberto Carlos promptly onto that, and that is that. Van der Vaart. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. There's the shot! He scored! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
El dorsal 18, el dorsal 13.
Chelsea can now introduce the first of their substitutes. So is this the start of a comeback? Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And it's Schneider. Pirlo. Conte. Salah. And it's Conte. There they go, hunting in packs. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Costa Curta. In with the challenge. Mateus. Mbappe. Looking for options for movement. Mbappe. He is through here. Well, that's an excellent interception. Conte. Pedri. Van der Vaart. Van der Vaart, who's set up 1 goal so far. And it's Gullit. He's played him through. And he's had it nicked away. Van der Vaart. Conte. And here's Batistuta.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. And here's Batistuta. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And it's Gullit. Has a look up and drives it forward. Van der Vaart. Van der Vaart! And again! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Van der Vaart clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Barcelona have their second corner now. They've played it short. Kvaratskhelia! And time is up. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going...